against whom he has his, the worst record against anybody.
Out of the frying pan into the fire.
First leg, Peter to throw first. Game on.
Well, 5 times in 18 tournaments, Cristo Reyes has been beaten by Michael van Gerwen this year, including the World Championship, where he threw what was then a world record losing average at Ali Park. 106, still wasn't good enough. Finally gets into the opposite half of the draw, because he's seeded 15th this weekend instead of 16th, and he comes up against Peter Wright, whom he's faced 6 times, and 6 times he has been beaten by Peter Wright. In fact, if Peter Wright makes it 7 out of 7, that means Peter Wright...
122.
There is no opponent in World Darts Peter Wright prefers facing, theoretically. He's beaten John Bowles 6 times out of 6. He's beaten Cristo Reyes 6 times out of 6. But this would put Cristo out on his own as Peter Wright's favourite opponent. But the one caveat with that stat is that Cristo has always pushed him close.
137.
A couple of times I met this year, it was 6-5. Every other time... in races to 6, it's been 6-5 or 6-4 to Peter Wright. And the one big TV game they met, that was at the European Championship.
42.
Cristo was beaten 10-7. So he's been very, very close. But he hasn't quite got over the line. As Peter Wright will look at 17 now to leave tops. And that was a little bit close to the treble. He's throwing very quickly again, Peter Wright. He threw very quickly against Krzysztof Ratajski. And very quickly again here as Cristo fires in a maximum, just to remind Peter Wright it's not a fait accompli that he gets this opening leg. Oh, hang on, it is.
Peter Wright, second leg, Cristo to throw first.
So a wasted 180, you could call that, from Cristo Reyes.
120.
Yes, he didn't hang around last night, Peter Wright, seeing off Krzysztof Ratajski. We ended the night with a number of quick finishes. Dave Chisnall and Jelle Klassen, who play each other later this afternoon, both winning their matches in very quick time. The winner of this will meet the winner of the next match. As Dan said, we're into the bottom half of the draw bracket now. So Dimitri Vandenberg against Gerwin Price is next, and the winner of this one will play the winner of that one.
Look at this from Cristo. Yeah, very good. Second maximum for the Spartan, who leaves himself 60 for an 11-dart leg. Peter Wright will be hoping to give himself a chance of an 11-darter. Well, that's gone, but a 12-darter is still on the cards.
130. Cristo requires 60.
20 for tops for a level game. Double 10 it is then.
Game shot the second leg.
12 darts.
Cristo Reyes.
Cristo Reyes.
A leg on the board. And, well, records are there to be broken. And could this be the start of the end of the hoodoo that Peter Wright appears to have over Cristo Reyes? Obviously very early days, but that's what Cristo has got to believe to overcome his opponent.
100.
Well, Cristo continues to make progress as a professional dart player. I think that's the word I've used more often than any other with Cristo, progress. A couple of quarterfinals this year, made his first semi-final on the tour last year. This would be a first European Tour quarterfinal for Cristo Reyes. But more importantly for him, it's just getting past Peter Wright. Because if he does want to be mixing it with the best in world darts and competing and being a threat at tournaments,
57.
I'm sure that's the aim, not there to make up the numbers, then he's going to have to start beating the top players in the world. He may not beat them all the time, he's got to beat them every now and again. He's got to believe he can do it every now and again. Talked about Rob Cross not having any mental scar tissue from getting repeated hammerings over and over again at the hands of the big boys of world darts. And he's playing without fear. Cristo, there's no sign of any trepidation. As I say, he's come very close to beating Peter Wright. But that can't keep on going in perpetuity without having some kind of effect. And look at this. Look at this double 12. Oh, just pulls it inside. And this is an opportunity for Cristo Reyes.
An early break then. 50 left. 18 will leave double 16 for a 2-1 lead
Game
and hits
shot
it.
in the third leg. Cristo Reyes, full play Cristo to throw first.
That belief will continue to grow with each double that Cristo Reyes hits and each leg he gets on the board. But yes, Rob Cross, the story that's emerging this weekend in Saarbrücken, his performances, knocking out Simon Whitlock earlier on this afternoon.
Well, Chris Murphy made the point during commentary of his second round game with Nico Bloom that Cristo's Twitter feed is basically just a litany of messages saying, "Can't believe I've been beaten by the bloke who won the tournament yet again." Keeps happening.
57.
He must just think if he can just get past one of these big guys, you know, top 2 seeds, Peter Wright, Michael van Gerwen, if he can just
83.
get that win, maybe the draw can open up for him and he can find his way through to semi-final on the European Tour for the first time, maybe a final, maybe go on and claim the title, because look what he's doing. He is averaging repeatedly roundabout and sometimes in excess of 100. That defeat to Michael van Gerwen at the Worlds,
42.
he averaged 106, and that's over a number of sets. That's not a short format game. Cristo can do this, and he can do it over an extended period of time.
And that was a record losing average at Ali Pali for a few days at least at the time.
Yeah, I think Cristo's probably, that's one of those records that you're quite happy to have.
Yeah, and for a few days.
Superseded relatively quickly. Raymond van Barneveld then averaging 109.5, losing to MVG, who was not going to be beaten.
Maybe that's the tip then for darts fans who fancy a flutter. See who Cristo Reyes is picked against, and then lump on them to win the tournament. Well, in a perverse sort of logic.
Cristo, you require 142.
Good. Does he stay there? He does. Double 11. Ooh.
120.
Well, Wright gave himself a chance at the 141, missed the double 12. This is harder, but it's on. And it's still on. Bullseye. Oh.
126.
Well, once again, Peter Wright comes a cropper on a big finish, hitting the single 12.
Game shot in the full flag.
Reyes steps up
fifth leg, Peter
to take a 3-1 lead.
Well, we have been here before with Cristo Reyes. He managed to get this kind of a lead against Michael van Gerwen.
82.
And Michael van Gerwen came back. He did what Michael van Gerwen did to Ronnie Huybrechts, and he just put his foot to the floor and
97.
played in God mode for a while, and Cristo wasn't able to deal with it. Now Peter Wright is being forced to do something similar, and Peter Wright can do this. He doesn't do it quite as often as Michael van Gerwen. That's why Michael van Gerwen has won multiple major titles, and Peter Wright has just got the one at the moment. Said 59. That he borrowed the UK Open title from Michael, and he's not going to give it back. But he is of a firm belief, Peter Wright, that he will win more major titles. I don't see why he shouldn't.
Not with darts like that. Certainly showing all the signs of someone capable of becoming a multiple major winner. But back comes Reyes with a 1080 of his own, his third of the match.
180. Really require 140.
I'll be happy to leave tops here, which is why he's staying on the treble, and this will be very high.
100.
Cristo can't go out on 165. Put some pressure on, though. Put a lot of pressure on.
133. Peter, you require
Classy darts from the Spaniard to leave 32, but it may be in vain with Peter Wright setting up a good marker for double top, and another. It's got to go, and it doesn't go. Well, for a 4-1 lead against the number 2 seed,
32.
Cristo Reyes looking at double 16.
And this would be for a break of throw as well. Cristo Reyes. Double 8. Still double 8. Oh,
16.
Cristo Reyes.
Those are the chances
Who
you
do you
have to
require?
take
40.
against these top players if you want to beat them. But Peter Wright still needs to hit this double top, and does hit it.
Peter Wright, 6-leg Cristo.
Maybe a sigh of relief from Peter there that it finally went in. He reduces the arrears to 3-2.
99.
Well, if Cristo Reyes does lose this match, and it's a 7th consecutive defeat to Peter Wright, that will be the moment that he will look back on and think, I could have had him. Could have had the world number 3 in my pocket. But he still has the advantage. Got that poker throw in the 3rd leg when he took out 104.
Cristo Reyes just continues to do what he does. Very little emotion on the stage. Just goes about his business. And continues to pound the treble 20 bed here.
98.
Calisthenics at the back of the stage from Peter Snakebite Wright. Oh, we're living in a new era of professional darts and players looking after themselves. But impromptu aerobic sessions in the middle of a last 16 tie in the European Tour.
You require
seems a bit odd.
164.
Well, the 164 ain't going to happen.
44.
And just takes 44 off it, but Shanghai on the 20s when he returns.
Yeah, it's gettable, but it could have been easier, and there is a real chance, particularly now, that Peter Wright could find the break back to level the game up. Took out 104, that was a big shot. 120, could go, doesn't go. Cristo Reyes missed 3 darts in the last leg. He's missed 1 dart in this one. He will be thinking, I could be 5-1 up here and absolutely blasting past the world number 3. But in actual fact, it's a level game, and Peter Wright has dragged himself back into this.
Peter to throw first. Game on.
And a little show of emotion there from Peter Wright. You know, he was thinking exactly the same as you were saying, Dan. He knew how big that dart was.
85.
He still is throwing a little bit quickly for me, Peter Wright. I'm down with the firm belief that I think Peter Wright plays his best darts when he just takes a little bit of extra time. But he does tinker around with things, whether it be his setup or his throw or his grip. No point tinkering with that, Cristo. It's a 4th maximum. 4 maximums to 1 against Peter Wright. Oof.
28.
Dear me. Well, what an opportunity now for Cristo to get that break back. Already 67 points clear, plus these.
And yet again, on 3rd round afternoon of the German Darts Open, it's simmering along nicely, this one. Building up to a climax. Which way will it go?
96.
Well, the winner of this plays Gerwyn Price, who, despite having a couple of PDC titles to his name, has not yet been able to make a European Tour final. As Cristo makes it 5 180s.
180.
The second in this leg to get him down to a ton.
Good response after seeing Peter Wright
60.
claw his
Cristo,
way
you
back to
require
parity.
100.
Yeah, well, Dimitri van den Berg's the other guy playing Gerwyn Price. He sort of, it was a half-hearted effort at tops there, Cristo Reyes. He didn't want to throw it out the board and waste a dart.
In the knowledge he's got a bit of time.
Yeah, he does, but maybe not loads.
65.
Okay.
Cristo, you require
Yes, the 25 gets him down to a finish, but Cristo Reyes should see this out.
Double 10 for another break of throw. Double 5.
35.
Oh, well.
Peter, you require
again,
167.
the crucial doubles letting the Spaniard down. We saw Joe Cullen take out a 170. Peter Wright won't take out 167 here.
100. Cristo, you require 5.
This can be awkward. Needs to focus on the big 1. Does that. Double 2. Oh dear. Double 1.
Game shot on the 7th leg. Cristo Reyes.
Wow. Cristo Reyes. It needed to go. It did go. And he's managed to break the world number 3's throw on double 1.
Having hit 2 180s in that leg. He ends up on the pub players' favourite double, or most common double, double 1.
Certainly one I know well.
100.
But Cristo, I tell you what, if he was going to win his first game in 7 attempts against Peter Wright, he would not have thought
85.
He'd do it by hitting only 28% of his doubles. That is what's happening at the moment, and he is leading. But if he carries on missing, he is going to have to score phenomenally.
34.
Or rely on Peter Wright having similar issues on the doubles. And when it comes to the nitty-gritty, Peter Wright has made a habit lately of being able to find the right shot at the right time. 5 titles he has claimed this year, Peter Wright, including the first European Tour event, beating MVG in the final. His first TV title in the UK Open.
Yes, that's obviously one of the areas where he's concentrated on improving his game and
140.
going up a gear when needed and grinding out those results when needed to produce those tournament wins, Peter Wright.
60.
Just the
Ready
60.
to require 136.
And Peter Wright, well, difficult game to call this one because Wright is going to leave himself top.
96.
Reyes, this could be a game-winning checkout. And it's not going to happen.
So Peter Wright looking for double top.
Peter, you require 40.
And for another break of throw to take us all square again. Well, again, trouble on the double top. Oh, that was a bounce out. Not sure whether it was in or not.
I think it must have caught the fly, and I don't think it was destined for the double beds, but we said that Cristo may have to rely on Wright missing doubles if he is going to close out this victory. Wright has obliged and Cristo to make him pay.
20.
Wow.
Another chance goes begging for
Peter,
Cristo
you require
Reyes.
40.
It looked like he was having a little word with that double 16 bed there. And
on
there you
you,
go. Peter Wright says thank you very much. We're all square at 4-4.
Game on.
And Cristo Reyes, standing at the table, plonks his water glass down and looks at the heavens, thinking, is history going to repeat itself for a 7th time against Peter Wright?
22.
By my reckoning, in the last 4 legs, I can guarantee you that Cristo has only won 1 of them, but I believe he has missed 10 darts at double.
40.
And that may well prove to be the difference. Because Cristo really has outscored the world number 3. He's given himself opportunities and he has not been able to take them.
95.
And this has got to be tough for Cristo to hold his nerve through this. He's well aware that he's never beaten Peter Wright in his professional career. He's also well aware it's a phenomenal chance to put that right
99.
today. The chance is getting slimmer and slimmer. Oh, great effort.
Well, this would add a little bit of tension to this 9th leg. His 6th 1080 of the match.
Treble 20 is the first dart. And he does not get it. And Cristo Reyes immediately looks over to his friends or family or supporters over on his left-hand side. He knows that 180 has given himself an opportunity to go within one leg of the quarterfinals on the European Tour. He's going to get 2 darts. He's been needing more than 2. But 2's enough on this occasion, and Cristo Reyes, once again, we have a break of throw, and he's 4 consecutive legs with breaks of throw, and Cristo Reyes, having been broken by Peter Wright, has bounced back twice, and he is throwing for the match. His first ever win against Peter Wright, his first ever quarter-final on the European Tour. This is a massive, massive leg for Cristo Reyes.
Well, fair play to Cristo Reyes for digging deep. And a 12-dart leg, breaking the throw.
81.
And putting him on the brink of a famous win.
There you see, Cristo Reyes outscoring Peter Wright. And Peter Wright nowadays is a big scorer. He's not really produced. Not today. In fact, even yesterday, when he averaged 101 against Krzysztof Ratajski, he only hit the 180. His finishing, though, at 75% was excellent, and it has not been today, 31%. Cristo Reyes, 28%, but the heavier scoring has given him opportunities, and he produced a 12-dart leg there when he desperately needed it. He desperately needs more big scores here. Look, 6 180s for Cristo Reyes so far in this match.
100.
Just the ton.
What can Peter Wright respond with? Can he turn it up a gear like we've been saying that he has been prone to do more and more recently, picking up those wins as he bangs in only his second 180 of the match, but what a time to do it, to put pressure on the Spaniard.
85.
85. It's enough to get into a finish, but Peter Wright for an 11-darter in this topsy-turvy game. I mean, pick a winner. It's tops, has to be. Has to be tops. Peter Wright! He's been hitting fewer than a third of his darts at double, and he fires 2 in 2 darts for 100 checkout. Tops. And the world number 3. He is favourite once more. Looking to make it 7 wins in 7 matches with Cristo Reyes and deny the top player ever to come from Spain a place in his first Euro Tour quarter-final. Each time Peter Wright has broken Cristo Reyes, he has then responded and found a way to break back. He needs to do it here. Once again, it's a match where Cristo Reyes has taken Peter Wright all the way. The last 3 meetings have all been 6-5, but they've all been 6-5 to the Scotsman. Is that going to change?
Well, it's turning into another epic encounter. Gripping the capacity crowd here
100
in Saarbrücken. The previous match went all the way. Benito van der Pas seeing off a spirited fight back from Joe Cullen.
40.
A decider here, and just 40, a slack visit from Cristo Reyes. This may be his head finally dropping as he watches Peter Wright fill up the treble 20 with another 180. Put him right in the driving seat.
Well, we said Michael van Gerwen, when his back is against the wall, he finds a way, more often than not, to produce a level of darts that his opponent struggles to live with. Peter Wright has not been that emphatic in his return from 3-1 down here, but it has been enough to get himself match darts. The question is, in a game where both men have missed handfuls of darts at double, can Peter Wright get over the line and deny Cristo Reyes a shot for the match? He's on a 2-dart finish, the Spaniard, but Peter Wright, 16 for double top, for yet another 6-5 win, a third on the spin against Cristo Reyes, double 10.
36.
Wow, he doesn't hit it. He doesn't hit it. Cristo Reyes will compose himself here. What a moment for him. 98.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, please.
Well, Cristo had to contend with a hostile crowd against Nico Bloom. They love Peter Wright here. A few of them in the crowd trying to get those booing and jeering just to calm it down. Cristo has gone toe-to-toe with the world number 3 here and is potentially 2 darts away from his first ever victory against the UK Open champion and a first ever quarter-final on the European Tour. But he needs to find a treble with this dart. And he does do, for the match. Oh, Cristo Reyes misses double 12, and it might be curtains.
He required 20.
What a moment. What drama for a Sunday afternoon. We're only halfway through it. Double 5 for Peter Wright for a 6-5 win.
And
he does hit it. Well. Cristo Reyes, he battled and battled and battled back again, but the number 2 seed does prevail. And we'll see him later on in the quarter-final against either Dimitri van den Bergh or Gerwyn Price. We'll hear a few words from Snakebite.
Cristo Reyes und zieht in das Viertelfinale ein. Mein lieber Mann, war das knapp. Was ein Drama. Aber auch so ein Beispiel dafür, wie schwer es am Ende ist, diese Top 3 Spieler zu schlagen. Peter, congratulations. Honestly, I didn't believe that you would come out of this, you know, that you could win that match. My goodness.
What did I say to you yesterday? It'd be 6-5.
That's right, yeah. Er hat es gestern gesagt, gegen Cristo Reyes, das wird ein 6-5 sein. Und genau das ist passiert. Joanne doesn't look happy.
Yeah. Thank you guys. You know, that really helped me. I was down, I was getting beaten, and you guys got behind me, and I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Peter. Peter Wright.